Good morning from Western Cape, folks. This is Chris in South Africa. I noticed that Evan Galopter, the attorney that's based in the United States, made a recent video about good advice for people regarding social media in your comments. Understand that those interested in applying for a refugee program, you're among the most heavily vetted people to come to America. Not nearly as deeply as those who have a security clearance that work for the government, but not too far behind that. They do serious checks, and those checks include not just employment and criminal history and residences, but also your social media accounts. That's why they ask for those things when you have a refugee interview. Things you say online can harm you seeking refugee status. Now, I've talked about how Donald Trump has created a category of people, Afrikaners, who are suffering from unjust racial discrimination, and that technically should mean that simply by being in that group, you qualify to become a refugee for America, if you'd like, through the in-country refugee program from South Africa. However, you can disqualify yourself if you're a criminal, if you do things that run contrary to the concept that your life is in jeopardy. He gave an example of a woman who said, well, listen, I have a very good life here in South Africa. I make a lot of money. I don't want to go be a dishwasher in America. Well, first off, that's a poorly informed person to even think that's the case. If you have skills in South Africa, you can apply your skills in America. I don't know where people get this horse manure that you can go to America and you're just going to be at the bottom of the rung. That's absolutely ridiculous. Immigrants to America tend to be among the most highly performing people in the country. Economically and politically and socially, they do very well. They become very influential in the same generation. So I don't know where that nonsense comes from, but get that out of your head for starters. So let's get back to social media. Generally speaking, you should always be cautious about what you put on social media, because employers, the government, criminal investigators, all look for things on social media, whether you post it on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, wherever you post it. Be careful what you post. Now, we're talking about rather innocuous comments. In this case, the lady said, well, I don't want to become a dishwasher. I don't want to be mopping floors and cleaning toilets when I don't know, maybe she's an attorney or she's a doctor. I don't want to take a step back. Well, those comments could indicate to an investigator or an adjudicator who determines your refugee status that you're not really a threat, that your life is fine. You don't need to come to America to escape persecution. So be careful what you put online, because it can come back to bite you in a way that you never expected. I'm not telling people not to comment online, not to be on social media. What I'm telling you is to be cautious and circumspect about what you say and what you do. And that's just good advice for everything, folks. Whether you're looking for a refugee program or you're seeking employment, you put things online and they can be taken out of context. I mean, look what happened to Ronaldo Cruz in a 15-year-old video in which he tried to explain a situation. What if you were in these person's shoes and you heard this? How would you react? And you see how it destroyed his political career. Unnecessarily, because this country is full of cowards, political cowards. But every country is full of political cowards. So that's the bottom line there, folks. Got to be very careful about what you say and do online. Evan Galopter offered some very good advice, and I'd recommend you take it. That said, continue to watch my videos. Be sure to subscribe, and you can comment on the videos if you like. Just be careful about what you say. Okay, folks? Thanks a lot. Cheers. God bless, and have a good day from the Western Cape.